Hey, how's it going? Today we're AUTEL EVO drone for a flight. We're going to go through over a couple of the pre-flight things that we do, and then we're going to go ahead and get it up in the air. Well, here's the EVO 1 bird, and one of the things that you should do in your pre-flight is check your propellers, which I have done on this one. While the batteries are charging. The other thing that you want to do is check for an SD card. There's the SD card that we're going to load, and that's part of our pre-flight. One of the things that you want to do is you want to check the battery status of all the batteries that you're going to be using during the flight. The AUTEL EVO battery, how to check that is you have a black button on the back of the battery. You press it, and the lights will come up showing you the strength of the battery. 4 lights, it's fully charged. Have the battery mounted on the bird. The SD card is installed, and now we're just checking the battery levels and getting on the controller, which looks like 96%. And the phone is pretty good too. It's reading 97%. So we're going to take this outside, get this set up, and do a little some flying. Well, something I want to stress is that you should always use a landing pad if you can, for a couple of different reasons. It protects the drone on takeoff and landing, especially like if you're in grass or high grass or anything like that. And it makes it easier for the drone to establish the home point when it takes off. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not, but we have made connection to the bird with our controller and on the camera. We're going to go ahead and get this baby started up. We will go ahead and start the motors. There we go. We're going to take her up and just let her sit there for a second and establish the home point, and then we'll take off for a flight. Well, here we are. We're taking a picture of one another. I've got the bird up, and I put the exposure for the camera in auto only because I don't want to fool around with all the manual stuff and try and get this stuff recorded. I'm going to be taking some shots here. I am 107 feet up, and the bird is about 130 feet away from me. I can still see it, which is nice because that's one good thing about the AUTEL. Being that bright orange color, it's really easy to pick up in the sky. And right now, I'm looking way over to the main North and South Avenue, and that would be Telegraph. And what we have over there is there's a big old car dealership that has a gigantic American flag. And I can see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my zoom on the camera, and I'm going to try and zoom in on that as much as I can, because right now it's on 1. We're going to do 3. Oh yeah, that did it. That brought it in. You can see it pretty good now. We'll try and show that later when we put this together. I'm actually going to do it on 4. I have to bring the camera back up a little bit. I've got it pointing down just a little. There we go. There we go. Yes. You can tell that there is not much wind up at all. That flag is just draping straight down the pole, barely moving in this wind. And we're going to start the return to home feature on this and see how close she comes. So we'll hit this, return to home, see it, the blue comes across, it's initiating, and she's coming home. Yep, there she is. You can see it now. Here she comes. It's doing it all on its own because I'm holding this camera. It adjusted a little bit there. And that, she's adjusting again. And here she comes. Okay, she's gotten down to this point and she's just kind of sitting there waiting for the final command, which would be just pulling back on the one stick to make sure that everything is good for landing and everything is clear. So we'll go ahead and we'll just give her the command to land. Now, I did not adjust this at all. The bird itself. It did all the adjustment coming back down from its flight. And the only thing that I did was give it the manual command when it was sitting there hovering over the landing pad. That's one of the great advantages of using a landing pad all the time. It can go ahead and spot that as it's coming down with that bottom sensor. It's most important, especially if you're in grass or anything else like that, that the prop wash can kick up while it's landing. Well, here she is down on the ground again. I just moved it up on the back of the truck so we could get a better picture with the GoPro. But one thing I do want to mention about the AUTEL camera on this one, it's got a very wide view. It's probably one of the widest, if not the widest, cameras in these birds. It's a pretty nice bird to fly. I'm very happy with it. I bought it as an alternative to the other major Chinese manufacturer. The one thing I can say about AUTEL is that they have fantastic customer service. You can send them an email, someone gets back to you within hours. And I found that very, very reassuring when I had some concerns about this and questions, and they got back to me in great time. Well, that was our flight for today with the AUTEL EVO 1. And I hope that you found it kind of informative. Hey, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to build up my own subscriptions here, so everyone counts. And I will be getting to the other subjects that we had talked about late last year. You know, some other things that we're all interested in, like guitars and music and a few other things. Until then, hey, just remember, you always do the right thing. Until next time, I hope that you subscribe and that you're enjoying some of the videos I'm putting out. I'm just getting started, so there's going to be a lot more to come. Hey, until next time, have a great day.